Okay, so meal prep. I haven't had a chance to go grocery shopping yet because my husband took the van because we have this whole renovation job going on in our basement, and he went to buy concrete and he needed the van, and our other car is really tiny and it's not good for concrete or groceries. So anyway, I have to wait till he comes back. But in case anybody was ready to meal prep, I wanted to tell you guys how I do my meal prep. So first of all, you have to make your menu, like I posted. Here's my menu, and I make a grocery list based off my menu, which I also posted my grocery list. Then you look at your menu and you decide what you're going to make ahead. This is how I do it. And some people really make ahead and they do separate containers and they just have to pull them out. I don't do it like that. I just make ahead certain things. So I'm looking at my breakfast. I have berry walnut oatmeal and veggie egg scramble. I'm not going to make ahead either of those things. Both of them are quick to make. I have quick oats. I can make them in the morning for my breakfast each morning. Not a big deal. Then for lunch, I have the protein-packed salad and the Mediterranean veggie pita that I'm alternating between. So for the protein-packed salad, I'm going to make ahead the chicken, and I'm going to make ahead the quinoa. The other stuff, like the greens and stuff, I just buy them, you know, in a bag from the grocery store. It's just a matter of throwing them in. And for the Mediterranean veggie pita, I'm going to make ahead the hummus. I'm excited to try it because my Aunt Sue made it last time I did Clean Week, and she said the hummus was really good. So I'm going to make that ahead. The other stuff doesn't really need making ahead. It's just spinach, baby spinach, and cherry tomatoes, a little feta cheese. I don't have to make that ahead. Oh, and the other thing that's made ahead in the protein packed salad is the roasted cauliflower. I'll make that today too. I'm making some chicken, some roasted cauliflower, and the quinoa. For dinner, I have veggie burgers some days. I already have in my freezer store-bought veggie burgers. I'm just going to use those. It's nothing crazy. And the rest of the dinner, there's nothing really to make ahead. So for the chicken cord salad, like I said, I'm already making ahead chicken for lunch, so I'll just make ahead enough chicken for lunch and dinner. For the shrimp and veggie pesto pasta, I buy already cooked and frozen shrimp from Costco in a bag. I just take it out of the freezer when I'm making that meal, add a little garlic, saute it, add the peppers. I don't make that ahead either, so I just make it at the time. So that's it. So all I have to do to make ahead today is the chicken, the cauliflower, the quinoa, and the hummus. It shouldn't take that long. I'm going to tell you a little story about me and prepping food. I joined Beachbody as a challenger in November, and I didn't change anything about how I was eating at all until January. Part of that was Thanksgiving and Christmas. Part of that was I really didn't want to. And then the other part was I've always worked a lot, like 6 days a week, 7 days a week, or even the weeks that I work 5 days a week. The last thing I want to do on my 1 day off or my 2 days off is meal prep, because I was like, this is my only chance to relax. This is my chance for me. I don't want to waste it doing it. I really fought it. It was something I really had an issue with. But then when I finally decided to do it, I was actually spending the weekend at my friend's house, who's my Beachbody coach, and she was doing her meal prep. We spent the weekend, so she would meal prep on Sundays, and I said, you know what, can I do this with you? I just want to see what you do. So first of all, it was kind of fun doing it together, but then second of all, it really didn't take that long. It wasn't such a big deal. And then the big thing was that week, during the week, was so easy. So the hour and a half I spent on Sunday saved me so much time and stress during the week, because every time I come home from work, everybody's already hungry. I'm tired. I want to sit and relax, but I have to launch right into making dinner. And that's why before I started meal prep, half the time we would be having pizza for dinner, or Taco Bell, or some Wendy's, horrible food, cheap takeout food. Which is why I gained weight and my cholesterol was high and my blood pressure was high and nobody was eating healthy. It wasn't good for anybody. So that first week that I actually had my meals prepped was so easy. I would come home from work and I already knew what was for dinner. Half of it was already prepped. Everything was ready. I had all the ingredients. Dinner was ready in no time. I had more free time on the weeknights. It was more relaxed. Dinner was ready earlier. People were less cranky. The people at my house were less cranky. It was so much better. And that's what kept me going with meal prepping, because the truth is, spending an hour or an hour and a half on Sunday makes a huge difference during the week. It's totally worthwhile. So I'd like everybody to, take a little time today to make sure you do your shopping, because if you don't have the food in your house, you failed before you started. So make sure you do your shopping, make sure you have the food in your house, make sure you have the menu planned. The other bonus, honestly, of having a menu already planned out is, like, for example, last Wednesday, I left for work at 9:30 in the morning. I didn't get home from work until I didn't get home until 7:30, because after work, my son had an orthodontist appointment. And then after that, he had a therapy appointment. And so between the two things, I just wasn't home until 7:30 at night. So when am I supposed to cook dinner? Everybody's hungry. Well, my husband got home at 7. I mean, he didn't get home even a lot earlier than me, but because he knew it was on the menu and because the food was already in the house, he got dinner started. And then by the time my son and I got home, dinner was almost ready, and we were all able to eat, and it wasn't 9 o'clock at night, and we didn't have to take out food. So we saved money, we saved in our nutrition. It's really such a benefit. So I hope everybody gives it a shot. Hopefully I'll get to go grocery shopping soon. I think I'm gonna end up pouring concrete though. Today's kind of insane. We were out all day having too much fun yesterday, so there's a lot jammed into one day. I guess I'm lucky the beach is closed, because that's really what I wanted to do. But there's too many riptides and the weather's not that great, so they closed the beach. But I can get all this stuff done. It is what it is. So anybody has questions, definitely post. I love doing this. I'm happy to help. I hope everybody's trying to log into BOD, because when I go to work tomorrow, it's going to be a lot harder for me to help you. Okay, talk to you soon.